लिमिटेड तरीके से पेश करना पड़ा कि चलो ठीक है, आप सीखने को अगर तैयार नहीं है कंप्यूटर को, तो आपके लिए हम कंप्यूटर में कीबोर्ड को ऐसा कर देते हैं कि वो आप समान तरीके से ही काम कर पाएंगे जैसा आप कभी टाइपराइटर के जरिए किया करते थे. बट देन अल्टीमेटली दिस हैपेंड, everything was delivered, every demand was met. We asked for office applications in our languages and we provided. Those were provided by technology companies. We asked for language features like spelling check in our language, that was provided. Interface in our languages, like many people thought that how will we work when even though we are working in an Indian language, but the interface of the software is in English. Everywhere it is English. For example, all the menus, all the messages, they are all in English. A local language, or who prefers a local language, will work on a computer because the entire user interface is in English. So we wanted interfaces in our languages, and that also provided. Ultimately, today we have interfaces of Windows and Office in Hindi and other Indian languages also, and I'll show you that. So many demands we made, and all of those demands were fulfilled by technology companies or the government of India. And now we have almost everything in our languages, which is available in other languages of developed countries like English language or maybe Chinese or Japanese. Whatever they have, our languages also have all of that. So ultimately it comes down to us, like how we are going to take advantage of all of these features which are available. जो कुछ आ चुका है उसको इस्तेमाल करके आगे बढ़ने की जरूरत है ना. अब तो हमारे पास मांग करने का गुंजाइश नहीं बची. अब तो हमारे पास सब कुछ आ चुका है. But the thing is that how we are going to use it and how we are going to create some new systems, or maybe we are going to create new success stories using this technology. That is the question in our minds today, and that is what should be there in our minds today. Now let's have a look at this this picture, which shows like everything can be done in our languages now. For example, in productivity space, you can do everything that can be done in English. आप जानते हैं कि प्रोडक्टिविटी के फील्ड में हम लोग क्या यूज करते हैं. हम लोग वर्ड, एक्सेल, पावर पॉइंट का ज्यादातर प्रयोग करते हैं. And Word, Excel, PowerPoint work very beautifully in Hindi language. They also work very beautifully in Tamil language. They also work in a very simple way and very convenient way in Bangla, Odia, or any other Indian language. So in productivity, we have everything which we needed to be better, better professionals or better students. Productivity के space में सारे software हमारी भाषाओं का support करते हैं. Then let's come to communication. आप संचार के लिए जो कुछ भी यूज करते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू आर यूजिंग व्हाट्सएप और इफ यू आर यूजिंग अदर एप्लीकेशंस ऑन अ मोबाइल फोन, और इफ यू आर यूजिंग ईमेल फॉर कम्युनिकेशन, एवरीवेयर यू विल फाइंड दैट इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस कैन बी यूज्ड. आप चाहें तो आप तमिल में अपनी ईमेल लिख करके भेज सकते हैं. आप चाहें तो बांग्ला में ईमेल लिख करके भेज सकते हैं. आप चाहें तो हिंदी में लिख करके भेज सकते हैं. तो सभी भाषाओं में आज कम्युनिकेशन के फील्ड में भी कोई रुकावट नहीं है. देन देयर इज नो हिंड्रेंस इन सोशल मीडिया ऑल्सो. इफ यू आर यूजिंग फेसबुक और यू आर यूजिंग लिंक्डइन, ट्विटर, और मे बी इंस्टाग्राम और पिंटरेस्ट और whichever social media application you might be using, all of them support Indian languages. So it is not that you will be only able to, like for example, if you go to Twitch, which is an American platform, American social media platform, if you become a member of that, it is not that you are going to limit yourself to English language only. You can type in Hindi language also in Twitch, which is an American social media platform. If you go to a Chinese social media platform, for example, Baidu or some other, you will still be able to type in Hindi language or Tamil language. So in social media also there is widespread support for our languages. उसके बाद आते हैं हम कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट में. अगर आप कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट करना चाहते हैं, और आज का जो जमाना है वो कंटेंट डेवलपमेंट का है, क्योंकि आप सब जानते हैं कि यूट्यूब और फेसबुक और ऐसे बहुत सारे प्लेटफॉर्म आ चुके हैं जिस पर बहुत सारा कंटेंट हमारी भाषाओं में तैयार किया जा रहा है. और वो कंटेंट बनाने में भी कोई रुकावट नहीं है भाषा की. आप चाहें तो हिंदी में बना सकते हैं, तमिल में बना सकते हैं, या तेलुगु, मलयालम, कन्नड़ा, किसी भी भाषा में आप बना सकते हैं। हर भारतीय भाषा में कंटेंट बनाने की सुविधा मौजूद है। आप ई बुक्स तैयार करना चाहते हैं तो किसी भी भाषा में तैयार कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये जिस भी प्लेटफॉर्म पर बनाए जाते हैं उन सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स में हमारी भारतीय भाषाओं का समर्थन मौजूद है। दे आर सपोर्टेड ऑन ऑल ऑफ दीज प्लेटफॉर्म्स। Then let's come to the publication part of it. So in publication and media, there are four majorly popular software, and all of them support our languages. For example, the first most popular application in publication and media is InDesign from Adobe company, and this supports our languages. You can create books in InDesign in our languages. Secondly, there is another one which is also very popular, which is called CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW supports Indian languages as well. Then comes Quark Express, which is very popular in newspaper space. So that also supports our languages. And finally, Microsoft Publisher. So that also, Microsoft Publisher, in fact, was the first pagination or news related production software which supported Unicode in Indian languages in 2000 itself. So in all of these applications which are popular in media and publications, like local languages are supported, Indian languages are supported. Now there is one fact that you would like to also consider. एक बात मैं आपसे बताना चाहूंगा कि जो भारत में सबसे ज्यादा बिकने वाले, सबसे ज्यादा सर्कुलेशन वाले 10 न्यूज़पेपर हैं, उनमें 9 न्यूज़पेपर, 9 अखबार भारतीय भाषाओं के हैं. They are like among the top 10 newspapers in terms of subscription in India or circulation in India. 9 out of those 10 are in Indian languages, and the one which is an English language newspaper is at number 10, and that is Times of India. So I'm not saying that English language is not important, and I'm also not saying that English language is not popular. What I'm saying is that our languages are doing very good, and our languages are technologically capable. That's why they are at top. That's why they are on top, right? So that is the message that I want to drive home. तो प्रकाशन के क्षेत्र में भी हमारी भाषाएं बहुत ज्यादा मजबूत हैं. फिर मल्टीमीडिया में आप आइए, if you want to use any video production software, all of them support Indian languages. Now, which are these software? If you use Apple Mac, there is Final Cut Pro, which is very popular, and it supports Indian languages. If you use Windows, then there is one software which comes with Windows, and you can use it for video production, and the name is Clipchamp. So that also supports Indian languages. If you use Adobe Premiere, that supports Indian languages. After Effects supports Indian languages. Final Cut Pro supports it. Then Filmora 4D, Cinema 4D, Movavi, Avid, all of these software, they support Indian languages. So I would say that even in multimedia, there is no problem. If you work on Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, which is a graphic software, it supports Indian languages, right? And similarly in audio also, Audacity and any other software that you use to create multimedia content, all of them support Indian languages. Then internet search, maybe you may not have used Google in your language. Maybe you may have only used Google search in English, but if you try out your own language also, you will see that you will get good results. It will. And then let's come to the maps which you use in your mobile phone. आप अगर मोबाइल फोन में हिंदी में भी सर्च करेंगे कि मुझे पानीपत जाना है, तो आपको पानीपत का ही नक्शा बताया जाएगा. So even these maps also support Indian languages. And similarly, in skill development, web development, software development, mobile development, data analytics, all of these areas, all of these domains, our languages are very beautifully supported today. And there is a reason behind that. I'll talk about that also later. But if we go by the latest technologies that we have today, for example, cloud computing, in cloud computing, our Indian languages are supported. In artificial intelligence, yes, we are there. In big data, yes, the data which is being created across the world in a very big quantum or quantity, which is called big data, even our own languages like Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, they are also supported in big data and its analysis. Internet of Things, our Indian languages are there. For example, if you are using a smart television which is connected with internet, you will see Hindi, Tamil, Telugu subtitles there. It is supported. Even in many of the remote control equipment also, you can use your own language. Similarly, the smart TV interface, user interface, can also be converted into many languages, many Indian languages. So Internet of Things also supports Indian languages. There is one very popular device called Alexa, Amazon Alexa, this one. So this supports Indian languages. If you tell Alexa that Alexa Hindi में खबरें सुनाओ, so it will start. It will just go to internet and then it will start telling you the news, the latest news. And this is all called Internet of Things. Like there are two types of internet. One is the one in which with which the humans are connected. Another concept of internet is where devices are connected with internet, and that is called Internet of Things. So there is one internet which is Internet of People. Another is Internet of Things, which connects so many equipment. For example, the cameras that we have in our homes and offices. Even the smart cities which are being developed, they will have so many devices which will be connected with internet. And all of this falls under the category of Internet of Things. And in all of these devices, our languages are supported. Then comes Metaverse, which is a digital, fantasy kind of a world, which is run virtually through internet, that also supports Indian languages. For example, if you go to Metaverse and you create a new product there, or maybe you set up your shop in Metaverse, then you can have Indian language signboards over there. Now, this is something, which is not relatable with our topic today, so I will not go into deep here talking about Metaverse. But I just want to show you, and I just want to mention that each and every modern technology also covers Indian languages. सारी भारतीय भाषाएं इन सभी आधुनिक तकनीकों में समर्थित हैं. ब्लॉकचेन अगर आप यूज करते हैं, क्रिप्टोग्राफी, क्रिप्टो करेंसी, ब्लॉकचेन, इन दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन यूज इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस. व्हाट इज ब्लॉकचेन? ब्लॉकचेन का मतलब ये है कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड कंप्यूटिंग में आपकी फाइलें और आपकी सामग्री कैसे आप सेव रखते हैं पूरी दुनिया में. For example, you have a very important or a very precious and very confidential file that you want to keep safe forever. Then you can go to blockchain, because blockchain will save this information on so many computers across the internet. So, it is always safe. Even if thousands of computers are compromised, their security is compromised, still your information will be safe on other set of computers, other 1,000 computers. So that is blockchain. It is distributed computing, and there also you can use Indian languages. तो आपको हो सकता है कि ये लग रहा हो कि तो बड़ा जटिल होता जा रहा है, लिटिल कॉम्प्लेक्स हो रहा है, लेकिन मैं आपको ये संदेश देना चाहता हूं कि आर इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस आर एवरीवेयर टुडे. दे आर सपोर्टेड इन टेक्नोलॉजी इकोसिस्टम very comprehensively. So that is what message I wanted to give you. अब मैं आपको एक वीडियो दिखाना चाहूंगा जो हिंदी में है, but that also drives home the same point that your languages don't stop you from prospering or progressing. They only help you, and technology is available in your language. So let me play this video.
जो पहला शब्द कहा तुमने इस भाषा में कहा, इस भाषा में सुनी तुमने दादी माँ से कहानी, एक था राजा एक थी रानी, फिर होते चले गए तुम इस भाषा में शब्द नए नए, कुछ हवा से तेज, कुछ बादलों से हल्के. इस भाषा से तुमने खेलना सीखा, शब्दों को टटोलना सीखा. शब्द थे वही, पर मतलब बदला, बदला सोचने का ढंग. ये भाषा जो है तुम्हारे अपनों की भाषा, तुम्हारे सपनों की भाषा, दिल की भाषा और दिमाग की भाषा, आज की भाषा, आने वाले कल की भाषा. तो क्यों ना हो टेक्नोलॉजी का साथ भी इसी भाषा में.
So that is the question, and very valid question. The technology has to support each and every language that you have been using throughout your life, and that is the fact that it is now supporting them. Now, if you ask me like what has been done in Indian languages, and can you, provide this information in a very structured format, for example, in 5 bullet points, then what will those 5 bullet points be? तो मैं आपको कहूंगा कि भारतीय भाषाओं में जो काम हुआ है वो ये 5 अलग अलग कैटेगरीज में हुआ है, बड़ा काम। पहला, स्थानीय भाषाओं में टेक्स्ट का डिस्प्ले आसान हो गया है। For that means that you can read any Indian language file on your computer, even though if you don't have a font of that language installed on your computer, still you can read a file in that particular language. For example, if you receive a file from somebody in Tamil language and you don't have Tamil font in your computer, but the file is in Unicode format, you will still be able to read the file on your computer, even though you did not activate Tamil in your computer and you did not install Tamil fonts on your computer. Still, you will be able to read it. That is text display. That is the simplicity of text display. If you go to any website which is in Bangla, you don't need to download any font and install on your computer in order to read that website or go through that website. आप किसी भी भाषा की वेबसाइट को पढ़ सकते हैं, आपको कोई फॉन्ट लाने की जरूरत नहीं है। आपके पास कोई मेल आती है, उड़िया में आती है मान लीजिए, या मलयालम में आती है, तो भी आप उसको पढ़ सकते हैं। पहले ये नहीं हो सकता था। Earlier it was not possible. If we go to 2000 or before that, it was not possible in such a seamless manner which is possible today. तो पहले ये नहीं हो सकता था। Text display was a big challenge earlier, but now it is no longer a challenge. Number 2 is text input. कंप्यूटर में टाइप करना बहुत आसान हो गया है। अब वो कोई चुनौती नहीं रही, कोई चैलेंज नहीं रहा। If you can learn how to type in your own language on a computer, then you are empowered, because then it will be very easy for you. But if you don't want to learn typing in your language, still you can work in your language on a computer, because there are different types of keyboard layouts which make it possible even for people who don't learn typing in their language to work in their language. आपको सीखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, बिकॉज इतने तरह के कीबोर्ड लेआउट आपकी भाषाओं में मौजूद है जिनका प्रयोग आप कर सकते हैं, और उनको हम देखेंगे अभी। सो दैट इज नंबर 2. दैट इज द big or impactful work that has been done in our languages, and I keep it in the second category. Third is localization or sthaniyakaran. In Indian language we call it sthaniyakaran. What is localization? Localization is to translate the look and feel of a software or a website. अभी अंग्रेजी में दिख रही है, लेकिन आप उसको ट्रांसलेट करके अगर मान लीजिए कि मराठी में कर देते हैं या गुजराती में कर देते हैं, तो वो कहलाएगा लोकलाइजेशन, कि इस सॉफ्टवेयर का लोकलाइजेशन हो गया। अब ये सॉफ्टवेयर सिर्फ अंग्रेजी में नहीं, ये तो गुजराती में भी अवेलेबल है, ये पंजाबी में भी अवेलेबल है। दैट इज लोकलाइजेशन. So that is number 3, work number 3. We have done a lot of work in this space also, and now almost all the popular software from Microsoft, at least I can talk from Microsoft perspective. So all the important software from Microsoft have been localized and you can use them in your own language. आप चाहें तो विंडोज को तमिल में यूज कर सकते हैं, आप विंडोज को उर्दू में यूज कर सकते हैं, और इसी तरह से आप ऑफिस को गुजराती में या बंगला में यूज कर सकते हैं। तो दैट इज कॉल्ड लोकलाइजेशन. उसके बाद नंबर 4 इज लैंग्वेज यूटिलिटीज, भाषाई सुविधाएं. We all know that when we work in English language, we can very easily use spelling check. We can very easily use synonyms and thesaurus, etc. We can also use maybe editor, which is part of Office now. We can use that also in our languages, English language. But the same can be done in Hindi also. Same can be done in Tamil also, because these capabilities are now part of Indian languages as well in these applications, and I will show you that. And number 5 is artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is now, making so many such things possible which were not even earlier imagined by any one of us. हम सोचते ही नहीं थे कि हम बोलेंगे और जब हम बोलेंगे तो वो टाइप हो जाएगा. But those kind of things are happening now. We never thought that we will be able to just scan a document and then all the entire text of that document will be converted into digital text. And now we can edit that, we can reuse it anywhere. We did not think that it would be possible in our languages, but now it is possible. Similarly, translation, machine translation, we did not think 20 years back that, just by click of a mouse, we will be able to translate a document from one language to another, but that is happening now. तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस ने बहुत कुछ कर दिया हमारे लिए आज की दुनिया में, और sometimes we don't even know, we don't even realize that what the result that we are getting from a particular activity, it involves artificial intelligence. हमको कई बार पता ही नहीं होता कि हमने ये कर लिया और इसमें artificial intelligence का हाथ था. So anyway, I will also demonstrate some of the features that I'm talking about. So let me come to demonstrate two features. First is localization, and second is these language utilities in Indian languages. So let me take you to Microsoft Word, and then we will see how this works. So I'm opening Microsoft Word, the same user interface that you are familiar with. And you can see that this is in English language. The entire user interface is in English language. You can see file, home, insert, draw, etc. Right? So we cannot say that this supports in Indian languages in totality unless every single thing is available in our language. Like even this user interface has to be in Hindi or Tamil or Bangla. Then we will say that yes, technology is really helping our languages. It is really making it possible for us to work on a computer the way we would have liked. So right now it is in English, but if you go to review tab in your Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or Excel or any other Microsoft Office application, if you go to review and then you go to language and then you go to language preferences, you can choose the language that you want this application to display itself in. जैसे मान लीजिए मैं यहाँ पर बंगला को चुनता हूँ, Bangla language, I move it up in this order to indicate that this is my preferred language, and then I press OK button. Now Word is telling me to restart itself, and once I'll restart it, when I restart it, the entire user interface will be in Bangla now. So let's see. So I'm closing it now and I'll restart. And you will see that it will open in Bangla. So everywhere it is Bangla. See, file, edit, etc. All of this is in Bangla. And this is called localization. And this is very important milestone for Indian language technologies. If you want to convert this into some other language, that also you can do. So let me come to this place, which is review. This is translated into Bangla now, but I come to this place and then I come to Bhasha. I click on this one, and then again I choose some other language, like there is English, there is Hindi, there is this is Tamil. So if I take it, if I take it on top and make it my preferred language, next time when we restart Word, it will open in Tamil language. It will have a Tamil language user interface. See, this is in Tamil now. So everywhere, wherever you see, wherever any text you will see, it will be in Tamil. All the messages that you will get, they will also be in Tamil. And again, I can change this once again if I want to change the language. And let me do that. So since I'm not, I don't know like what it means, so I'll struggle a bit to come to the right point, but let me try. Yeah, it's here. So this is the language part, and if I come to this place and again I click here and then I click on Hindi and I take it up and then say yes, and then again, and now it will open in Hindi language. So just see how easy it is and how unfounded were our thoughts that technology does not support our languages in totality, right? अब देखिए यहाँ पर सब हिंदी में है, तो ये हुआ, this is called localization or स्थानीयकरण. If I want to go back to English, again I'll go to this place, click here, भाषा प्राथमिकताएं, and I'll go to English. और इसको ऊपर ले जाएं आप वरीयता क्रम में, ठीक बटन पर क्लिक करें, ओके करें, वापस वर्ड खोलिए. अब आपका वर्ड जो है वो अंग्रेजी में खुलेगा जैसे पहले खुलता था. Now it is in English. तो इतना सरल है हमारी भाषाओं के बीच में यूजर इंटरफेस को देखना. So that is one thing. But then I also talked about spelling check, etc., like language utilities. So we know that when we type in English language, and if it is not correct, then word will highlight that word in red, right? So let me show you. Like this is one word that I have typed, and this is not grammatically correct or spelling is not right. So it has highlighted this with this particular red line, right? And now if I right click on this, it will suggest me the right word, poetry. But in a similar manner, if I do the same mistake in Hindi language, so this is also not correct in Hindi. So again, it is also highlighted. If I right click here, it is suggesting me that the right word is Kavita. Now it is done, right? So exactly the same manner in which we work in English language, we can work in Hindi or Tamil or any other Indian language also. Now, if I go to poetry and if I right click here and if I go to, if I want to maybe find some synonyms here, I think somebody's microphone is on. Okay. So if I right click here, I go to synonyms, it is displaying the synonyms. So it is displaying the synonyms in English language. But it's in a similar manner, if I right click on this Hindi word also, and I go to synonyms, now the synonyms appear in Hindi language. Exactly in the similar manner. So, I think something is happening. Should I continue this way? I hear some noise, but I can continue. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so you have seen that you can check your spellings in English, and at the same time you can do that in Hindi also, and Tamil also, and any other Indian language also. Similarly, if you click on this one, right click, and then you go to synonyms. Synonyms are shown in English language, but they are also shown in Hindi or Tamil if you are using Hindi or Tamil words. But how do you do that? For this, you have to go to review, go to language, click on language preferences, and in the second box, you add your language by clicking on this button, add a language. So for example, I have added Tamil, Urdu, Hindi, Bangla, etc. So I can check spelling in all of these languages. That is possible. So you can see that there is a level playing field among our Indian languages in terms of support of technology. Now let me come to some other points also, because I discussed about number one, display, text display in Indian languages, and then text input. So we will talk about that also. So I have a file in my computer which is in Tamil. So let me open that. So it is opening now, and you can see that I can see this file in Tamil language, right? There is no problem, there is no challenge in terms of its display. Similarly, I have some other file in Hindi language, so there'll be no problem in reading that also. Let me open that. So you can see that the display, it is very easy. Now, why does that happen? Because of the support of Unicode technology. In year 2000, Microsoft supported Unicode in Windows. And after the arrival of Unicode, it became possible to work in any Indian language. It became possible to display the text of any Indian language in Windows computers. So that is because of Unicode, right? And Unicode fonts are very specific and very special font, because a single font contains characters of so many languages. जैसे पहले आपने देखा होगा, पहले आप कोई फॉन्ट इस्तेमाल करते थे तो उसमें उसी लैंग्वेज के कैरेक्टर्स होते थे, लेकिन यूनिकोड के जो फॉन्ट है उसमें बहुत सारी लैंग्वेजेस के कैरेक्टर्स होते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ आई टाइप सम टेक्स्ट हियर in this font, Arial Unicode MS. I'm typing in English now. और फॉन्ट वही है, Arial Unicode MS. और अगर मुझे हिंदी में टाइप करना होगा, again the font is same, Arial Unicode MS. The font has not changed, but the font has characters of so many languages, and that's why it is possible to read the text of any language on your computer, because Unicode is supported on Windows. Okay. Another thing is, I also discussed about text input or typing. So I mentioned that this is no longer a problem to type in Indian languages. Why do I say that? Because in your Windows, there are so many different mechanisms of typing in any language, any Indian language. आप अपने कंप्यूटर में जब सेटिंग्स में जाते हैं तो वहां पर कोई भी लैंग्वेज जोड़ सकते हैं, और जब आप कोई भी लैंग्वेज को जोड़ते हैं तो उस लैंग्वेज में टाइप करने का तरीका अपने आप आपके कंप्यूटर में आ जाता है. बट ऐसे बहुत सारे तरीके हैं जिनके जरिए आप आपकी भाषा में टाइप कर सकते हैं. लेट मी शो यू. नंबर वन, हाउ डू यू ऐड अ लैंग्वेज ऑन योर विंडोज कंप्यूटर. सो आई कम टू द सर्च बार एंड आई टाइप लैंग्वेज सेटिंग्स. यहां पर मैं लिखता हूं language settings, and then you can see this link appearing here. I click on this link and I come to this page inside Windows settings. यहाँ पर आप देखेंगे एक बटन है add a language. So I'll click on this button, and then all the languages which are supported in Windows, they are displayed, their names are displayed here. I will just choose any language and I will be able to install support for that language. For example, if I use Punjabi, I can choose Punjabi Gurmukhi, say click on next button, and now Punjabi is added to my computer. It's that simple. Let the install button appear and then I'll stop. Okay, so Punjabi is now added. You can see that now it is displaying 3 languages here, that your computer has 3 languages now. Number 1, English, number 2, Hindi, and number 3, Punjabi. Now, when any language is added to your computer, you can add many keyboard styles, like typing styles, by going to language options. So let me click on language options, and now you see keyboards listed here. So I have selected 2 types of keyboards for myself. One is traditional InScript keyboard and second is phonetic keyboard. Sorry. So these are different ways of working in a language. Like if I want to learn Hindi typing, I will use this keyboard, Hindi traditional InScript. If I don't want to learn how to type in Hindi, I only want to use English and I want the text to be converted into Hindi, then I will use this one, Hindi phonetic. So there are two keyboard layouts that I have selected. If you want to select more keyboard layouts, just click on this button. There are so many. See, there are so many. And same happens with Hindi, same happens with Tamil and other languages also. Let me come to Tamil language. For example, if I add Tamil language, Tamil India, and then I click on next, and then it is getting downloaded, and then I say install. Now Tamil is installed. Now if I click on these 3 dots, I go to language options. Again, there are keyboards. So one keyboard which is popular in Tamil Nadu called Tamil 99, it is already activated for me, but I can select more keyboards. For example, Tamil InScript, there is Tamil phonetic. So many keyboards are there. That's why we say that text input is also no longer a challenge for our languages. Let me remove this language. So I just need to go to these 3 dots and click on remove, and the language is removed. It's that easy to add or remove any language, any world language to your Windows computer. All right. So now I'll display how to type in your language. So I come to this page in Microsoft Word, and then whichever languages you have added to your computer, they appear in this taskbar. Their names appear here in the taskbar at the bottom of your desktop near the date. So just look at this English. There is a button which has this text called English. Click on this button. Then it will show you like which languages are supported in your system. So you can see English United States, English India, Hindi traditional, and then Hindi phonetic. These are the the keyboards that I have added, and also there is Punjabi. So I have added them, and they are visible here in the taskbar, all of them. So whenever I want to work in a particular language, I need to go to this place, click on the language's name, and start typing. So I have selected Hindi traditional. Now let me type my text in Hindi. So it's that easy. You can see that I am able to type in Hindi language in a very easy manner because I have spent some time to learn this InScript keyboard layout in Hindi. So it is very easy for me now to type in Hindi language, right? But that was one layout, InScript. But if I don't want to learn that, what can I do? I can choose the other layout, which is phonetic. So I'll just go to this place and click on Hindi phonetic keyboard layout. And now I type in English in Roman script, and that will get converted into Hindi. देखा आपने? अब मैं जो भी लिखता हूं मैं अंग्रेजी में लिखता हूं और वो अपने आप हिंदी में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, बदल जाता है. So this is second keyboard layout that I have activated in my computer. तो दो तरीके की कीबोर्ड लेआउट आपने देख ली. That's why I say कि हिंदी में या इन अदर इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस में अब काम करना मुश्किल नहीं है, बहुत आसान हो चुका है, बहुत सारे तरीके आ गए हैं. That challenge is no longer existing in our languages when we used to find it difficult to type in our languages. अब मैं आपको फिर से यहाँ पर ले चलता हूँ और ये जैसे पंजाबी मैंने चुना था तो इसको अभी हटा देता हूँ because I don't need to work in Punjabi right now. So it is that easy to add any language or remove any language. लेकिन मैंने आपको 3-4 चीजें यहाँ पे दिखा दी जिसका मैंने आपसे जिक्र किया था. पहली बात टेक्स्ट का डिस्प्ले आपने देखा, टेक्स्ट का इनपुट यानी टाइपिंग आपने देखी, देन लोकलाइजेशन आपने ये सारा यूजर इंटरफेस चेंज होते हुए देखा, और ऑफिस में लैंग्वेज यूटिलिटीज यानी स्पेलिंग चेक वगैरह, थिसॉरस वगैरह भी आपने देखा, सिनोनिम्स भी आपने देखे. नाउ लेट्स कम टू द कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पार्ट. So artificial intelligence is making a lot of things possible in our languages. Let me show you a glimpse of that. तो मैं यहाँ पे आता हूँ माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड में, और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड का जो नया वर्जन होता है ऑफिस 365 में जो आता है, उसमें आपको एक बटन मिलेगा होम टैब में जिस पर लिखा है डिक्टेट. आप यहाँ पर क्लिक कीजिए और अपनी लैंग्वेज को चूज कीजिए और बोलना शुरू कर दीजिए. यू विल बी एबल टू टाइप इन योर ओन लैंग्वेज, विच एवर लैंग्वेज इज सपोर्टेड here. So let me go to this button, click on this button, and then I'll select my language and I'll start speaking. So right now I'll click on this settings button and I'll choose English language here, English India, save it. Now I'll speak in English and that will get automatically transcribed in this document. Hello everyone, we are discussing the use of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day lives today. And you can see that it has automatically added the punctuation marks also. Here is one comma has been added, this full stop has been added, and this has been added by artificial intelligence and Microsoft Word on its own. If I want to choose my other language, for example, if I want to talk in Hindi language, again, I just need to go to these settings and choose Hindi language. यहाँ पे जाकर मैं हिंदी को चुन लेता हूँ, सेव करता हूँ और बोलना शुरू करता हूँ. नमस्कार मित्रों, आप सब लोग कैसे हैं? आज हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की चमत्कारिक शक्तियों के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. सो यू कैन सी दैट शक्तियों में मैंने थोड़ा सा झिझक गया था, तो यहाँ पर शक्तियों का टाइप सही नहीं हुआ, लेकिन दोबारा बोलता हूं तो आप देखेंगे कि वो एकदम सही होगा। सारे शब्द शुद्धता के साथ में टाइप होंगे। दैट इज द पावर ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड। लेट मी डू दैट अगेन। नमस्कार मित्रों, आज के कार्यक्रम में हम लोग आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की चमत्कारिक शक्तियों के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। Okay, Shaktiya, it is taking in the same manner, so no problem. But only one word. But other than that, it is able to type or transcribe all your words in a very beautiful and very correct manner. Now, there is a question that if we don't have this version of Microsoft Word, then how will we take advantage of this? How will we take advantage? So there is another way, and that is the easier one. And because, you know, there is another feature to dictate, which is part of Windows. Here we are talking about Microsoft Word feature, but it is also available in Windows itself. So you are not dependent on the newer version of Microsoft Word if you want to use this feature. You only need to have Windows 10 or Windows 11, that's it. So if you have that, what you can do is that you go to any application or any document and click on two buttons on your keyboard. Which are these buttons? One is Windows. First is Windows, and second button is H. Windows plus H. Just remember this. Windows and H. So wherever you go, in whichever application you are working, just press Windows and H. Then Windows will activate its own mechanism. विंडोज से एक छोटा सा पॉपअप आएगा जिस पर क्लिक करके आप बोलना शुरू कर सकते हैं। जरूरी नहीं है कि आप वर्ड में काम कर रहे हो, आप किसी भी एप्लीकेशन में काम कर रहे हो, विंडोज और एच बोलिए, एच को टाइप कीजिए अपने कीबोर्ड पर, तो एक छोटा सा बॉक्स आ जाएगा, पॉपअप बॉक्स, जिसमें माइक्रोफोन का निशान होगा, जिस पर क्लिक करके आप बोलना शुरू कर सकते हैं और टाइप होने लगेगा। लेट मी शो यू हाउ इट वर्क्स। सो आई एम प्रेसिंग विंडोज एंड एच। Okay, so you can see that I'm speaking, and whatever I speak is getting automatically transcribed in this Word document thanks to this Windows utility, which is open on my desktop. This comes from Windows, and this one is from Word, right? So if we don't have this one, we can use this one. And this will work everywhere, not just in Microsoft Word. It will work in PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook. It will work in Gmail. It will work on internet. Wherever you go, you can use it. Whichever application, even if that application is not from Microsoft, you can still type in your language by speaking, because you are working on Windows, and Windows provides this capability. So let me give you one example. Like if I open Notepad, which does not have any such facilities, because Notepad is a very very simple software with minuscule kind of features, but you will be able to type in Notepad by talking or speaking, because you can use the Windows feature, which is called Windows Speech. So I'll click the same combination of keys, Windows and H. And now I'll start speaking, and you will see that automatically Windows speech feature will start transcribing whatever I say, irrespective of which application I'm working in. तो ये सब जगह काम करेगा। आप किसी भी एप्लीकेशन में आप जाएं, आप इंटरनेट पर हो या आप ओपन ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हो, गूगल डॉक्स में काम कर रहे हो, आप जीमेल में जाकर टाइप करना चाहते हो, विंडोज और एच दबाइए ताकि विंडोज की ये फैसिलिटी आपके सामने आ जाए और आप बोलकर काम करना शुरू कर दें। अब आपने ये तो देखा कि ये तो अंग्रेजी में था। इफ आई वांट टू टॉक इन हिंदी, इफ आई वांट टू टाइप इन हिंदी, देन व्हाट कैन आई डू? आप यहाँ पर जाइए अपने टास्क बार में और यहाँ हिंदी सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए। So now it is Hindi. Hindi has been selected. So now whatever I speak will be in Hindi, and that will also get transcribed in Hindi language. Let's see. अब मैंने हिंदी भाषा को सक्रिय कर लिया है और जो भी बात मैं बोल रहा हूं वो हिंदी में है, और आप देखेंगे कि वो सब हमारी डेस्कटॉप पर जो भी एप्लीकेशन खुला हुआ है उसमें टाइप होता चला जाएगा। हमारी मैंने 2 बार बोला था तो 2 बार टाइप कर दिया, और आपने देखा कि वो बहुत आसानी से ये टाइप हो गया। सो दिस इज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एंड दिस इज एम्पावरिंग अस इन आवर ओन लैंग्वेजेस, राइट। तो ये हो गया फीचर जिसको आप याद रखिएगा, विंडोज प्लस एच, बिकॉज इट विल मेक योर लाइफ वेरी सिंपल। आपको टाइपिंग के झमेले से बहुत कुछ बचाएगा। नाउ अनदर फीचर, आई वाज स्पीकिंग हियर एंड माय कंप्यूटर वाज एबल टू टाइप। व्हाट इफ आई वांट टू रिवर्स दिस प्रोसेस? मैं कुछ टाइप करता हूं, क्या कंप्यूटर भी बोल सकता है? क्या कंप्यूटर स्पीच कंप्यूटर की हो सकती है और टाइप मेरा क्या वो हो सकता है? इज इट पॉसिबल? दैट वाज स्पीच टू टेक्स्ट, but can computer also do text to speech in my language? Let's see whether it can or not. So I come to Microsoft Word and I go to review and I click on read aloud and then see what happens.
Okay, so you can see that I'm speaking, and whatever I speak is getting automatically transcribed in this Word document.
So you can see that it is able to speak out in English language right now. But if I go to Hindi or any other language, then what happens? Whether are these languages also supported here? Let's see. So I go to this document which is in Hindi, and then I go to review and I click on read aloud.
मगध साम्राज्य का जितना बखान किया जाए कम है। इतना विशाल साम्राज्य और इतने आदर्श धरातल पर खड़ा हुआ।
Yes, it is supporting Hindi language, right? What about some other languages? Let me open one document in Tamil. So this is my Tamil document. I come to this place and then again I go to review, and in review I click on read aloud. And let's see.
தமிழ்நாட்டின் வரலாறும் தமிழ் மக்களின் நாகரிகமும் உலகின் மிக பழமையானது.
It is able to speak in Tamil also. So that is the power of Indian languages, and that is the power of technology that I wanted to show you. Now finally, a couple of more things like the translation part, how translation takes place. So now you don't need to go to internet also. You don't need to go to Google Translate or maybe Microsoft Bing Translate, because translation is available in Microsoft Word itself. Let me show you how it works. So I open one document in any language, like there is one document which is in English. So I open this document. Okay, so this is all right. So this is a little tough document. This was given by somebody to me as a challenge, that can you translate this, because this is very tough. This road leads to Chandigarh. Maybe computer will not be able to translate it properly because of the confusing nature of the construction of the sentence. तो उन्होंने मुझे ये दिया था जो मैं आपको ट्रांसलेट करके दिखाता हूँ। आप जाते हैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड में ही रिव्यू में जाते हैं, यहाँ ट्रांसलेट सुविधा आ गई है, आप इस पर क्लिक करिए, ट्रांसलेट डॉक्यूमेंट पर क्लिक करिए, और अब ये बॉक्स खुलेगा यहाँ पर जिसमें आपको लैंग्वेज सेलेक्ट करनी है कि आपकी सोर्स लैंग्वेज इंग्लिश है, आप इसको हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करना चाहते हैं। क्लिक ऑन द ट्रांसलेट बटन एंड डन। ये लीजिए, ऑडिट टीम वांछित सुरक्षा नियंत्रण सुनिश्चित करने के लिए प्रयोगशाला में आईटी ऑडिट करेगी और संगठन के सूचना सुरक्षा नीति दस्तावेज और ऑडिट टेम्पलेट के अनुसार सख्त लागू किया जाता है। ये सड़क चंडीगढ़ की ओर जाती है। इन दिनों जलवायु बहुत धूल भरी है और सुबह और शाम के बीच अंतर पैदा करने में कठिनाई पैदा कर रही है। So you can see that it has got translated immediately, but it is not limited to Word. It is available in other applications also. For example, if I come to PowerPoint, let's see whether it can be done in PowerPoint. So let me open one PowerPoint presentation in English language, and I want to translate this. So how much time will I take? For example, this has 5 slides. If I want to translate this, it will take a lot of time if I want to manually translate it. But PowerPoint also has translation feature in our languages, and you can use it by just clicking your mouse. So I go to review button here. Sorry, not review, but slideshow. And in slideshow, you will see, sorry, review only. You will see language. Just the way it was in review tab in Microsoft Word, it appears, the same feature appears in review tab in PowerPoint also. So I come to review tab, then I go to language, and you will find, sorry, I go to translate, and then you will find a similar kind of a box here. Now it is telling me that select text from your document in order to translate it. So I select this text, and it has got translated Hindi or Pradyogiki. I click on insert button, and now it is here. I click select this one, it is translated. I click on insert, and this is translated. If I come to this one, select this text, select this one, click on insert, translated, select this one, and then insert and translated. Let me remove this so that it looks clean. So this is translated also, right? Okay, so you can see that it is very easy to translate from one language to other, and Indian languages are supported here. Right? So it is not limited to MS Word only, but it can also be used in PowerPoint. Now, my final demonstration, and after that I'll stop, is that when somebody is speaking in one language, while the people who are attending that event or listening to that speaker or presenter, I mean the audience only knows a particular language. जैसे मान लीजिए हिंदी में ही वो बोल सकते हैं audience, but the speaker is speaking in English language, then how can technology empower those people who speak Indian languages? कैसे languages के barriers को technology दूर कर सकती है? तो उसका एक एग्जाम्पल तो आपने यहाँ पर देखा कि मैं यहाँ पर मेरे प्रेजेंटेशन को एक लैंग्वेज से दूसरे में ट्रांसलेट कर सकता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई कम फ्रॉम से Tamil Nadu, or maybe I come from Kerala and I'm more proficient in English language, and I'm a professor and I'm addressing the students in my class using the smart board, और मैं अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन चला रहा हूँ, तो मेरी प्रेजेंटेशन अंग्रेजी में है, but I can translate that immediately in Hindi language if the student are from Hindi background. तो ये तो आपने देखा एक. But what about the speech? He will be speaking in English language, and maybe there is a possibility that some students may not be able to understand it properly because they are not very comfortable in English language. So how can this barrier of language be broken between them, between the speaker and the audience? So you don't need to go to very far for this. You just need to come to slideshow and click on always use subtitles. Now PowerPoint will start creating subtitles to whatever he speaks. It will convert that into subtitles, just like on your television. Many movies you watch and they have subtitles. So similarly, PowerPoint will also create subtitles here. Let me show you how it works. So I can choose the language in which I am speaking and the language in which my students want to read me. So I go to subtitle settings, and here I choose English as my spoken language and subtitle language is Hindi. कि मैं तो अंग्रेजी में बोलता हूं, लेकिन मेरे को सुनने वाले छात्र छात्राएं हिंदी बेहतर समझते हैं या तमिल बेहतर समझते हैं. I can choose that language, and then I'll start presenting on the smart board. So let's see what happens. Hello students, we are talking about the power of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life today. So देखा आपने, it is translating what I say. And that's how technology is not only empowering our languages, but also breaking the barriers of languages, and it is also bridging the distances between these languages. So with that, I stop my presentation, and I hope that I was able to share something useful with you. Thank you so much.
Sir, would you please repeat which version of Microsoft Windows is required to avail all these facilities?
Windows 10 and 11.
Sir,
Windows 10 or 11.
Sir, I have Windows 10, but when I am trying to avail this feature, sir,
Windows,
when I tried to press, hello, yes, sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, when I tried to press my Windows button with Edge, it didn't offer that facility.
I don't know because I don't know your laptop, but other people may also try it out. And what do they say? Let's
So
hear
I
them.
need to update my laptop.
No,
Okay,
maybe
sir.
there
Thank
could
you,
be
sir.
one thing. I don't know whether speech is enabled or not in your laptop. Speech like microphone is not enabled. Maybe it may not have been enabled. You don't need to upgrade it. Just make sure that the audio settings are proper.
Okay, sir.
And in the
Good
meantime,
evening, sir.
other people can also try
Good
out.
evening, sir. I have a question for you, sir. This question has been bothering me for so long. If we address in English to the males, we start with the Mr. Ram, and to the females, we have changed now to from MRS to MS. This has the change we have witnessed with the passage of time, and the unmarried girls, they were addressed with Miss. So this change we have witnessed, like MS is for females and MR, Mr. is for males. Now, when I met the first transgender PhD holder in Jammu University, I came to know that they are addressed with MX.
I see. I
Yeah.
was not aware of that.
So MX, we have to address the transgenders with MX. Do we have any word in Hindi, sir? That Shriman and Shrimati is there, but do we have any other word with which we can address them? Like how we will address them in the audience if we will have the opportunity to, make them acquainted with the people they are among us.
You are right. This is a very fair question, but I don't think there is a word, this kind of a honorific in Hindi available for them. But we have to create a word for that because sometimes there are situations when we need to create new words also, and I think we need to create that word.
Yeah, because
Otherwise, we can say like distinguished, or
yeah,
something.
Google never gives the answer of this, na, sir.
This is
So
not available in Hindi. I don't see because I'm not aware of such a honorific in Hindi for
okay,
people
sir.
in that category. We need to create. And thank you so much for drawing attention to that.
It was very lively session, and sir, we are fully dependent on the technology, and your session was equally informative and very educative. I would
Thank
personally
you.
want to
Thank
say
you very
thank
much.
you so much, sir.
सर मैं वर्ड जब भी यूज करता हूँ तो
जी
उसमें स्पेल चेक जो होता है यानी कि ह्रस्व दीर्घ का जो होता है वो
हाँ,
ठीक से नहीं आता है सर, यानी कि कुछ रह जाता है उसमें। तो उसमें कुछ और इम्प्रूवमेंट होने वाले हैं आपकी तरफ से?
अगर कोई शब्द आपको सही नहीं आ रहा हो तो आप उसको ऐड कर सकते हो, राइट क्लिक करके ऐड टू डिक्शनरी वाला जो फीचर होता है उसके जरिए, है ना। आप अगर कोई शब्द
हाँ,
सही
ये
नहीं है
सर
आप ऐड कर
ऑप्शन
सकते
आता
हो,
है। हाँ,
और आप उसकी डिक्शनरी को भी एडिट कर सकते हैं। आप उसकी डिक्शनरी को भी एडिट कर सकते हैं। वर्ड में अगर आप ऑप्शंस में जाओगे ना, फाइल में जाकर के, और जो ऑप्शंस होते हैं तो वहाँ डिक्शनरी को आप एडिट भी कर सकते हो। तो दैट इज व्हाट यू कैन डू, ऑल्दो बिकॉज अब अलग अलग लोग कई बार अलग अलग तरह से काम करते हैं। जैसे जैसे हो सकता है एक ही शब्द दो तीन तरह से भी इस्तेमाल किया जाता है ना। आप देखिए मीडिया में आप कोई शब्द
जी,
हिंदी का, तो हो सकता है एक अड्डा शब्द लिखना है तो डै के नीचे डा आ सकता है, लेकिन हो सकता है दूसरे लोग ऐड डै और उसके नीचे हलंत करके डाल। तो क्या होता है कि हमको टेक्नोलॉजी जो लोग बना रहे हैं उनको एक स्टैंडर्डाइज करना पड़ता है कि दो तरह से लिखा जाता है लेकिन हम तो एक ही दे सकते हैं, और तब क्या दूसरा व्यक्ति ये फील करता है कि नहीं मेरे हिसाब से अनुकूल नहीं है, तो आप चाहें तो वो ऐड कर सकते हैं उनको। वर्ड में आप फाइल में जाइए और वहां पर ऑप्शंस दिखता है आपको, ऑप्शंस में आप जाएंगे ना प्रूफिंग में,
जी,
तो वहां वो डिक्शनरी को एडिट कर सकते हैं। और कोई नया शब्द हो तो आप राइट क्लिक
जी सर,
करते टाइम उसको जोड़ भी सकते हैं। राइट क्लिक कीजिए, ऐड टू डिक्शनरी कर दीजिए।
जी सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Sir, excuse me. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Hiremat, yes.
Sir, can we translate the PDF document from one language to other language directly?
PDF is, at least in Microsoft, it is not supported. If it is in English, then you can. Like English document, if you want to translate into some other language, you can use Microsoft Word itself for that. But Indian languages are PDF documents in Indian languages, they are not supported in Word to the extent that English is supported. So I would say that agar Tamil say, if you want to translate from Tamil to Hindi or Hindi to Tamil in PDF, then you will face challenge. What I would say is that you can convert the document, the PDF document in digital text and then translate it. So जैसे आप you can go to internet and you will see like i2ocr, i2ocr.com. That is one website where you can extract the text from your PDF documents and then you can translate it. But English में तो you can translate then and there. जैसे मैं आपको, if I have a PDF document, I can show you also. One moment. Okay, so I have one document. Let me show you. Let me share my screen again and quickly share with you. Okay, so there is one PDF document that I have, like this report.ai or PDF sample. This is one document that I have. So right now it is opening in PDF reader, but I can also open this in Microsoft Word if it is an English document. I just need to right click here and open with, click on this button and choose Word, and just once, and it is now going to open in Microsoft Word. So it is opening there. It will take some time. And it is giving me a message that we are converting this from PDF to Word. I say okay. And
Sir, you have a
see
365,
that
Windows 365.
Yes, so it will work in 365. So this is open now. The PDF document is open in Word now. And now you can go to review and translate it. Just the way you will translate any other, sorry, you go to this translate button, translate document, and go to choose your language, and now it will be translated. Save this document as a docx file. It is telling me that save it first as a docx. So I can save it and then I can use this feature.
Sir, won't it work in Windows 10? Needs 365?
It will work. It depends on the Word version, not Windows. If you have any latest version of Word, it will work there.
Okay,
it is
sir,
not related with Windows. It is related with the Word, MS Office. This feature is part of MS Office.
All right, sir. All right.
If we buy a new laptop today, I mean the software will be carrying all those things which we have narrated, sir.
Windows will have everything, but
Okay.
Office also, you need to have Office also, which is the latest one. But if you don't have the latest version of Office, there is also an option for you. What you can do is that go to open your browser, internet browser, go to office.com and create an account for yourself. Office.com. Microsoft Office has a website called office.com. So create a website, create an account for yourself. And on that website, you will find Word, Excel, PowerPoint also, online versions of that for free. And all of these features are available there for free. So if you don't have the latest one, you can use it online for free from Microsoft.
Thank you, sir.
I think, sir, we have finished up with all the questions here. And thank you, sir. It was very, very informative, very learning, enriching, and new things. I think हम लोग भी बहुत ICT का यूज करते हैं और हमारा बहुत सारी डिपेंडेंसी आईसीटी पे। एक लिमिटेशन जो मुझे हमेशा फील होती थी वो होती थी ट्रांसलेशन की, और दूसरी मुझे होती थी कि हाउ टू दिस ट्रांसक्रिप्ट हम किस तरह से अपनी लैंग्वेजेस को स्विच ओवर करें। Learning typing becomes sometime very sometime we do not get the time out of our schedules and all to go and then to do practices, but uske bawajood bhi you have given us alternative ways of doing it. ये बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग था, the videos that you have shown regarding the the Indian languages and how it is being appreciated. मुझे ऐसा लगता है बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब बिना पूछे ही हमें मिलते चले जा रहे थे. It was very, very enriching session, sir. We are thankful to you for your very valuable insights into the Indian languages, and we hope to have a continued association with you, sir, in future as well. So I would like to thank you again on the behalf of all the participants. Anita ji, I thank her as well for inviting you, and on the behalf of the center, Malviya Mission Center, and my university, Bhagat Phool Singh Mahila Vishwavidyalaya, sir, and on my own behalf. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
madam.
you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
और
Thank
मैं
you, sir.
और मैं
Thank you
यहाँ
so much.
जोड़ना
Thank
you,
चाहूंगी
sir.
शेफाली
धन्यवाद सर।
मैडम।
बहुत
you,
ही
sir.
अच्छा
Thank
आपका
you.
सेशन रहा और बहुत ही लाभप्रद हमने इससे लाभ लिया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
धन्यवाद।
शेफाली मैडम की बातों में मैं जोड़ना चाहूंगी, जैसा कि बालेंदु जी ने कहा कि एआई आने से नौकरियां जाएंगी नहीं बल्कि काम सुगम होगा, तो बालेंदु जी ये टेक्नोलॉजी का ही ये है, उसके ही माध्यम से मैं बड़ौदा में बैठकर शेफाली मैडम का दिया हुआ काम पूरा कर पा रही हूँ। तो ये इस तरह से कोऑर्डिनेशन प्रौद्योगिकी के कारण ही संभव हुआ है और सबने ये स्वीकार किया कि ये बड़ा ही लाभप्रद सत्र रहा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपको। आप जब भी हम आपका निवेदन करते हैं बड़े कम समय में भी आप जुड़ जाते हैं, तो हमेशा ही बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
बहुत धन्यवाद आपका अनीता जी।
थैंक यू मैडम।
आप
थैंक यू सर।
मैं अनुमति लेता हूँ। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सबका।
नमस्कार सर।